Okay, day 2, back at it. So I did say yesterday in the video that I don't tend to work out in the afternoon, but I'm obviously a liar. I honestly can't remember the last time I did this. So it's now 25 to 3 in the afternoon. Just dropped the family off at a kids party. I'll go back to that after, but it's a chance for me to get away, get my gym session in and hit legs. So today will be legs, which is the third workout of the week, and probably going to be slightly different from your normal leg workouts. Leg workouts, when it comes to things like squats, I don't tend to do. For me, it's always risk to reward ratio with those types of things. Squatting at the best of times is very taxing on your body, and for me the reward is probably not there. Yes, you'll get strong, and there's loads of bodybuilders and loads of people out there that have phenomenal squats and they have phenomenal legs to obviously show that it does work. But again, it's just through experience. For me, I just felt it totally drained my workout, and the other leg exercises that I wanted to do were just getting so impacted by it. Leg extension numbers were dropping significantly, hamstrings, all the other sort of exercises that I was doing was just dropping off because it was just too taxing on it. Yes, you can change the frequency, you can change the reps, all that type of thing, but for me, I just didn't feel mind-body connection with it. So I don't tend to do squats. I'll throw them in from time to time just to make sure that I'm getting the movement down, and obviously strength is there. But for me, the biggest things, so the workout will start off with a hamstring exercise. So this gym isn't the best equipped one, so they don't even have a lying hamstring extension. It's a seated one, which is horrendous. So I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll show you a couple of things of tricks on what I probably do, especially if you're in a commercial gym like Pure Gym, what I go to. It's not ideal. Don't get me wrong, I'm looking into different gyms. Obviously I'm just sort of stuck where I'm at just now. There's not too many good gyms around about me unless I'm driving over half an hour, and for me that's not realistic. But I'm going to be probably doing a visit to a good gym each month on this series while I'm obviously going through the summer cut, just so I can show you different exercises and stuff. The one thing I would say is lots of people will follow people, like Sam Solik, who, don't get me wrong, I think is brilliant. I watch him myself, but what you see with these people is, and I was talking about it yesterday, don't be so focused on exercise selection, but I'm a big advocate of maximising an exercise to fulfilment before you move on. Don't chop and change everything too often, because you're not going to progress. And like we were speaking about yesterday, progressive overload. How do you measure progressive overload if one day you're doing Smith machine, the next you're dumbbell, the next you're doing barbell, the next you're doing cable press? You're just chopping and changing too much. So the skeleton of your workout, I would say the big lifts should probably be the same. And there will be times where the gym's packed, like I said yesterday, and you will need to pick a different selection, or the machine's broke like yesterday, pec deck was broke. That's fair enough, these things will come in, but what I wouldn't do is chop and change. So although my leg workout's probably different from others, these are exercises that have been proven to work for me. You might be completely different. You might love squatting, you might never want to go near a leg extension, but the one thing I would say is just stick with something and fully maximise out. If you're going with progressive overload, what that means is you're going to be going, and again, progressive overload, different rate ranges. So for me, as I've said to you before, top set for me is 6 to 10. So I'll try and maximise that out each week, each session on one piece of equipment. How do I know when I need to move on and drop that? So let's just use an example which is probably easier for you. So say Smith machine, so say incline Smith machine, right? We're doing Smith week on week, gradually going up. Not talking 10 to 20 kilograms, maybe you're going up 2.5, 5 kilograms, whatever it is, steadily progressing. And this happens a lot. and you get to whatever it is, so say it's like, I don't know, 120 kilograms, and you're only getting to 8 reps. Next week, you go back, you get 7 reps, you slept rubbish the night before. Next time you go back, 8 reps. For me, if you have done it 2 or 3 times and you can no longer progress on that, the form is good, the pace is good, everything's there, but you physically can't go heavier, that means you've maximised it out. So it doesn't mean you'll never do it again, it just means for that portion, I would take it out. I would then move on to something like a dumbbell incline, or even a barbell. I would probably favour a dumbbell, to be honest with you. Maximise that out again, and then you could always go back, or you could then move on to the next thing. But that's, for me, is probably the biggest thing that I've taken away from the years of experience I've been training, is I chopped and changed, and every back workout looked completely different, every leg workout looked completely different, and it's just so hard to manage. What you want to do is try and minimise the change, so that you can actually, collect that data and show that you are actually progressing. And like I said, people like your Sam Sullicks who do all that type of thing, then you will get genetic freaks who will pretty much progress on anything, then their body will obviously show. Not saying that you won't obviously get results, but for me, you'll definitely get better results, quicker results, if you maximise and just stick on the same equipment, get everything out it, and then move on. Especially if you're like myself and you don't have an abundance of kit. I don't have the luxury of jumping on 3 different overhead press machines, because I've only got one and it's absolute rubbish. So dumbbells or barbells is probably the only option you're going to have. But that's it. So we'll start off with hamstrings, leg extensions, then we'll do leg press, and then we'll do RDLs, and then probably calves. Lunges are brilliant, but they're just love-hate. They really do take it out of me. So we'll see how we go. I might throw in some lunges. Normally I would only do 2 sets, to be fair, because they are absolute killer. But yeah, let's we'll do this. And as I say, I'll talk all over. It's 2:30, as I say, so the gym might be really busy. So I'll try and film as much as I can. I'll try and talk over it. I'm still probably building my confidence on that. I don't know about yous, but not the most confident. It's just pretty awkward, to be honest. When you pull the tripod out, everyone just sort of looks at you. So I'm not a complete influencer yet, and also sometimes when the gym's really quiet, when I'm talking to myself, I look like an absolute weirdo, or people look at me as if I'm talking to them, which is also equally as awkward. But listen, we'll build in confidence. It's for yous and for me, because I do enjoy doing these. But yeah, let's get in, let's smash out this leg workout, and then after it I'll just do 20 minutes of the cardio. I don't want to leave it till later on tonight. I'd rather just chill, get my meals in and relax. So yep, so let's do it. Basically your 2 options. Can you do it like this? Just right. Do this. Pretty much when you're doing this, want to go slow and contract at the bottom. Pretty much like this. Pause. Up. Control. And again, when you're setting up, you don't want to overextend your knees. Have your knees way up here, so have your toes way over your knees. So it's going to hyperextend your knees. Just put it in a nice comfortable position. And you squeeze it, just like you would with a bicep curl. There we go. Nice and easy. That blood right in the hamstrings. Oh. Move on. So make sure this is aligned with your knee. Brace yourself against the pad. Hold the handles nice and controlled on the way up. Squeeze. And down. Nice and controlled. Right. Top set. 6 to 10. 2 sets. 10 to 15. Oh. Right, up to 20, 24. I feel like a crossfitter. Feels weird. I'm going to start eating lettuce and go to high rocks. Right, here we go. So do top set. You know the score. You know the rules. If you don't, learn them. Pivot. Oh, there you go. Oh. Oh, that's good. Oh, strange for them kettlebells. Feels a bit strange. The bad. We need to start using kettlebells more often. Absolutely sweating. I don't look like much. This is. I've not done legs in a while. It's good to get in and get it done. Right, top set done. Back off. Keep that back straight, head down. There we go. If you're feeling it in your lower back, your form's rubbish. Something that I suffered from before. Remember, it's your hamstrings. You're working. Slight bend in the knees. Pause. Back up. Oh. Oh, that's taxing. Oh. That's very much taxing. Oh. I'm in a wee corner here. The gym is packed. Not ideal. This is why I come at 4 AM. I need fight for machines. People waiting to get on. Power on. Right. Leg press is not happening. Where's this machine in this gym? You can see, it's got all the sink here. So, we're going to finish with the dreaded lunges. And then we're going to finish off with calves. So lunges, you can do walking, continuously walk, or you can do this alternate way, which I prefer, which is basically reverse lunge back. So, we'll show here. The one thing I'd say, go slow and easy if you've not done these before. Down as far as you can, spring back out. Take your time. And if you're like me, your left side is much more wonkier than your right. Oh, as you can see. Oh, just do 2 sets. 10 to 15. Wait for your glutes. Oh, my knees. This is why I don't like doing them. Oh, I'm good. In here is camping. If we've got that. So when you're coming, go right up as a camp, and then go right down, heels right the way down, and then back up. Don't just come to here and back up and bounce on it. You want to go right the way down, and then back up. Heels, really extend, stretch that calf, and back all the way up. Right, workout complete. Quite a sweaty one. I don't know if it's because it's quite hot, 17 degrees. But yeah, gym was rather busy, not what I like. Every time I speak to you, my workout changes. After me just telling you how you should stick to things, but these things happen. Leg press could not go on for the whole hour and whatever I was there. It was just queue after queue. That's fine. This is probably the advantage of going to a bigger gym where you've got numerous leg press and stuff that you can use, but not bad. As I say, that was probably the first time I'd done legs in probably over a month, so I definitely felt it. Biggest thing for me is always make sure you're warming up when it comes to things like legs, especially if you get bad knees. I normally just walk on the treadmill or so for 5-10 minutes. Make sure when it comes to things like obviously hamstrings, and also the biggest thing probably for me is whenever I started on leg extensions, that's where I felt it most, on the knees. So for me, I would always make sure that you're doing some, lighter sets, getting the blood in the knees. As you can see in the video, even with me doing that, I still had a massive click / pop when I did one of the leg extensions. Wasn't painful or anything, but that was just a sign for me that I'm not fully warmed up. And that can obviously be dangerous if you're on your top sets and you're pushing heavy loads. But overall, good session. Started off with a hamstring, seated curl. As I say, make sure when you're doing those, nice, slow and controlled. When you're at the bottom of the movement, really squeeze that in. Imagine you're putting your heels in towards your bum. Control it for a split second, and then back up. And that was pretty good. Always like to start with hamstrings as opposed to quads. There's nothing worse than trying to squeeze yourself into either lying hamstring curl or a seated one when your quads are absolutely pumped. If you start with like leg extension, definitely not ideal. Then we moved on to leg extension. As I say, good for that. Leg extension for me is one of the things that will massively improve strength wise. If I don't do it for a while, I think I was doing 73 kilograms, which is not massively heavy. I don't think the stack is massively heavy in general, but I would probably foresee next couple of sessions probably be doing that full stack once my quads are fired up and they're used to the load again. Did that, back off set. For the first two exercises, it's just basically top set as you know, 6 to 10, and then 2 back off sets, 10 to 15. That works for me. If you're a beginner, I would probably be an advocate of do a top set and then probably 1 back off set, just because you're probably not used to the intensity that you'll be going at, because you are going to be pushing yourself 100%, and as you can see, pretty much go to failure on most exercises. There's very few, no, I don't think there is, really, maybe, no, I don't think there is actually. Pretty much go to failure on most exercises. Yes, there's arguments, loads of papers published, whether or not you do that. That's what I enjoy, that's why I do it. You can do, reps in reserve, whatever you want to do, but for me, that is the best, and that is where I have seen the most progress in the shortest period of time, which for most people is what they want. Then we moved on, just demonstrated some straight leg RDL should I say, and used the kettlebells, which was strange, but they were pretty much at the at the leg part, so rather than me go all the way around the other side of the gym to pick up some dumbbells, I thought let's utilise them. So just found a quiet bit in the gym. I did them, definitely felt them, so I think it was 24, 26 or so. Was the heaviest I had, which was fine. Did a top set on that and then jumped down to 16 and 14s for back off sets, which is also fine. And then finished off with some lunges, as you'll see in the video. And again, if you've not done lunges in a while, if you've not done them, probably the biggest thing is the balance. Nice and slow when you extend out your legs, bring that knee down to the floor and then explode back up if that's the exercise you're doing. If you're walking, then obviously explode forward, but I explode back way. And then we just finished off with calves. Calves, that machine is like sandwiched in between two other machines, so very difficult for me to get my camera angle on there, so try to show you just what the feet are doing. It's pretty self-explanatory, but the thing is, I say that, I've seen people like squatting in it, thinking they're working their calves, people just pulsing at the top. Yeah, although it's pretty self-explanatory, I would imagine. I do see people get it wrong. Biggest thing on anything like that is going through the full range of motion. Full range of motion, make sure that you're bringing through your heel, extend right the way down, and then explode right the way back up, and get that calf to fully stretch. And even doing that, so I did 4 sets of 10 to 15. When I left the gym, my calves were already cramping. So that's why I would probably say a big advocate of doing some form of cardio at the end of your workout. Doesn't have to be massively, high intense. Even just a steady walk on the treadmill, it's going to help you get those steps in. Just 15. So I normally do what, 1,000 every 10 minutes. So that would be what, 1,500 steps extra that you're going to get, roughly about 150 calories. And you can sit on your phone. That's normally when I would probably then use the time to edit videos. Get CapCut on my phone, I can just run through, copy and paste, edit things out, add some captions, whatever, TikToks, whatever it is I'm doing. It just saves, cost effective in time. But the biggest thing I'd probably say with cardio, because I'm going to be probably talking more about cardio is fine, cardio is easy, depending on what type of cardio. I don't do high extents, but I will show you a couple of things that I do, because I do like to throw it in now and then, but for me, if you're doing that every session, it's just too much on the nervous system. So do that, but for me, I just do steady state, and as I say, I will, so spoke to you before, 2,400 is the calories at the moment, 20 minutes cardio, steps are at 8,000. That might be low for some, might be high for others. For me, it's fine, it's perfect. As I say, I don't have a manual job, I sit in my bum most of the day. The weekends, obviously when you've got kids and you're out and about, that's when your steps are easy to get, but during the week it's definitely harder. But that's when your weekly reviews, and that's something I'll probably talk to you about what I do. So my weekly review will be next Thursday, and I'll talk you through what I'm going to do in terms of your choices. It's pretty straightforward when you're on a diet. If you're looking to cut and lose weight, more importantly lose fat, anyone can lose weight, just stop drinking water and stop eating carbs. What you got is your 3 options, so either you can lose, no, he just ran a red light, you can either drop the calories, so consume less, put less in your mouth, expend more walking, more steps, more workouts, whatever it is, or a mixture of both. So reduce your calories, rather than the 200, 300 you're going to, reduce them 100, 150, and instead of increasing the steps to 1,000 or 2,000 you're going to, increase it by half, so you've went half and half, and that also gets you the same. It's all about making sure slow and steady, so that you're not throwing all your tools in at once, because ultimately when it comes to a plateau, you know where to go. Either kill yourself with cardio, or eat very, very few calories. But that's it, that's the workout. Tomorrow is scheduled to be a rest day, so I might do some cardio. I'd like to do a cardio video, or even like a day in eating. I could maybe do that tomorrow, what I eat just now, pretty much the same. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and make sure you follow and subscribe.